everybody, Test Tube and Son of Beast here. Welcome to another NBA playoffs on 2K Sports presented by Google. This time, as for this moment, I have my special guest who is here with us today. But this time, we have some bad news. OJ is not here and he is missing. So, we're bringing somebody else different here from the studio. This time, LJ, which means lemonade juice. Lemon juice, whoever wants to pronounce it. That's right, folks. It's me. Sorry about that. No OJ here, nothing to be found. So it seems like I am the one that can definitely take things over. That's right. But we have our game, we have our next part of it, as this is the second of the doubleheader of the night of the NBA playoffs. Tonight's matchup, as we're about to be seeing, is the 4th versus the 5th seed, the last game of day number 2 of game 1, and then with that next one will be 2 games. One of each games will be 3 games. That will be the Los Angeles Clippers and Denver Nuggets. That will be soon. And then the other one for the first game, as we will start off with the Knicks against the Pistons from Madison Square Garden. And then later tonight will be the Bucks taking on against the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. And then later on that night will be the Lakers and the Warriors. So be sure to get your next games on because it's about to be happening then. That's right, folks. I know it's going to be happening out there, but LJ's got a big secret here. I'm going to have to say Denver Nuggets are really one of the best teams outwards. And if that being said, they will never get away with this if they are going to try to stop and regain some field pressure. I think this is going to be a hard take-in. I say so. And my take is Denver Nuggets. I think the Mile High is going to be pretty a good team afterwards over the LA Clippers. So let's find out what happens. Anyways, with the start of this being said, we are ready to see what goes on with the LA Clippers and Denver Nuggets with our big new swap. Starting off with the LA Clippers, the head coach, as we start things off here, which is Tyronn Lue, but this time we at least see if he can make the advantage to try to pull off a win in first game. But this is what happens for Tuesday's game, as he was not available during the win against the Cleveland Cavaliers. It wasn't really like how much he was doing, but it might be harder than you think. And here are the starting lineups. James Harden, Chris Dunn, Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard and Ivica Zubac. The other side for the Nuggets, without Mike Malone, it's now a new head coach replacement. As for this moment, he is just trying to make anything that's much more possible. As for this moment, it's definitely what happens with this potential replacement to make any new changes here. But as for Mike Malone, this will be the last part of the season to finish things off, and he won't be able to keep him that long afterwards. Here are the rest of the players: Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Well, it's that time now as I send you over to Mile High and Paul Arena. Tonight's commentators are in between Midphone 4, then Silver Spoon, and Wood Spoonie for our third commentary. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show right after this. Now, let's get on a roll. Clippers, Nuggets, next on 2K Sports. Enjoy, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is NBA Playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Midphone 4, and I'm here with my broadcast partner, along with Silver Spoon and Wood Spoonie. This is the presentation of the NBA Playoffs. Here to starting tonight's 5, as James Harden is with Chris Dunn, Powell is with Leonard, and Ivica Zubac is in towards center. The other side of the court we have is Christian Braun. He's with Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray is from the point guard position. And then we have his Porter Jr. toward in a small forward position. And with that being said, it is that time to see what goes in. The game is about to be happening in Mile High. Are you ready? And Aaron Gordon is right toward in the power forward position. Tip ball's tipped, and here we go. James Harden starts things off here, and this one will be a win for the LA Clippers. And it's stolen by Murray. On a fast break, here they go, alley-oop to Gordon! What a slam on a start for Denver Nuggets. Gordon's got a perfect pass from Jamal Murray. Well, they really did see that what's going on. That must have been a nice slam down afterward. Kawhi Leonard, spin the move, dish over, and it's stolen by Braun. 7:23 left to go remaining in the first quarter as Braun's got the ball. He'll now find Gordon. Gordon finding a move over to Porter Jr. Fade a shot. We'll try to go back over to Jokic. Jokic sends the pass to Gordon. Gordon with a drive. And that one misses, carries off as James Harden with his own rebound. Here's Dunn. The pass to Harden. And Leonard takes a slam. And it's now 2-2 game. As Braun taking a look at a big range afterward to give that one a big start. Here's that simple. They really figured what's going to be happening like that. Not even every single digit knows everything because that's what they did right really when stepping out. Porter Jr. finds Gordon. Gordon passes and finds Porter Jr. And there's a drive. The second scores in for Porter Jr. He's got his first bucket of the night. And Aaron Gordon with the assist. Now that's what happens with Porter Jr. from Mizzou. He really has scored some big conversions here. This is one of the big highlights I have ever been able to see how he does. That's a great setting. After a miss by Leonard, Powell shoots. That'll be another miss by Los Angeles. Jokic just got his first rebound of the night to start off with the first quarter. Jokic just finds her the outside, now finding Murray. Murray looks over to Braun. Braun, bounce pass to Jokic. Almost lost and tipped. Jokic just got the number 2-pointer. That will be his first. And with only 6-2 to start. Now here's Zubac from outside. Jokic on him. Pass foul over right toward the wing. The screen by Zubac. Harden comes to paint. Harden screens it with the change and he makes a drive. That'll be another 2-pointer for James Harden to score. Well, the bigger take on is for the Beard Man. He really had shown enough of anything. This is the possible angle that he's been doing it for Chris Brown and their team. There's no other reason why they have been choosing, like they've already done that. He's scored it from outside. He will now find again Jamal Murray. Murray on James Harden. Fades. Here's a 3 for Gordon. Short of 3-pointer for the Nuggets is no good. Done right toward outside. He will now try to sail it over right side in the wing to Harden. Harden loses it, and Murray takes it over. Here's a ball steal in his own end as Murray's got his second steal. Now Braun will send it over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. looks to Jokic, flips it up, and no good. Great D by Zubac. Zubac has been definitely a bear on a defensive takeover, and that's what I've really been noticing. The hockey doesn't make that happen. It just really makes it a harder look on the transaction. That's definitely another take on battle, but they're using it for. They really have to give that one a coin off to give that one a dish off. After a bucket by Norman Powell, here's Braun. And a reporter from LA LaForce sucking in for Jamal Murray, as he's been one of the Canadian players to elevate the process here from Denver and Mile High. He was one of our biggest here. I mean, he was in a music video from Jack Harlow's scene, and with that, he has shown everything what he's done for. Make it happen. Yeah, I just noticed that Jamal Murray's definitely one of our blue arrow to make that position here. That's the arrow striker. They're really making a good look here for Jamal Murray. He's been like a pressuring on 3. He's my take. I know Murray's been like dominant. Murray back steps in and makes a shot. That one takes it in for the 2-pointer for Jamal Murray after Braun with the assist. This is no overturn transition that they're really doing it for Braun to take. Leonard on outside. Here's a 3. Kawhi Leonard's shot, no good. Jokic with his own rebound, and this will be his second of the night. Jokic passes over to Murray. Murray to Jokic, up it goes, and goes in! Jokic Nuggets starting it off that strong, and they're back up by 1. Timeout calling on LA Clippers. There'll be 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Well, this is a great start here, and without Mike Malone, this is definitely the biggest change here that he's been ever finishing. There's no complaints, nothing changes, nothing scatters. They really have given anybody a better fair opinion. And let's talk about this one here for Denver Nuggets. They have been won the finals by 2023, beating against the Miami Heat, the underdog team, on a number 8 seed. How did it really took it over from here, guys? Well, it's my only take on what happens without Jimmy Butler. This is what they've really been doing it for, and nothing really kills it down. They've really got the point of it to make the pressure in, and definitely really well to give it all they've got. I know it's definitely been very hard for them to keep it moving, but no other choice would be happening enough if they really come in for the spell. Sometimes it just gets out of the way, and sometimes it won't, because this really makes it a hard struggle for them to try to keep them continuing. There really scores off. I mean, it's a big China out there with me, friend. They really are keeping it in, just a better tightness guy. Now they're back on the court. We have some new changes here for the LA Clippers. 5 players are checked out, 5 players checked in. And here's Ben Simmons, he's on the court. Nuggets are making new changes here as Jamal Murray brings on Najee. And here comes Najee. What a take and a dip in for Jamal Murray on the assist to Najee. The world to take in out there. Jamal Murray's perfect for 2 alley-oop passes. Look at him go. Let's see if he does 3. Simmons passes to Bogdanovic. He will have one hand over down as the Simmons puts up the assist. Ben Simmons. Here's Russell Westbrook. Coming from the last play against the LA Clippers and the Los Angeles Lakers, he now just refuses to quit and he wants to change it over to Denver Nuggets. Well, my take here for Russell Westbrook, he was really all for a percentage. Although he doesn't take anything often, they really have believed in him that he's been legit. Just what happens with Jamal Murray when he does for his blue arrow. Bogdanovic against Russell Westbrook. He sends a pass to Jones Jr. Jones Jr. on Murray, Bogdanovic, Simmons is over the outside. 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook makes a rebound after a miss here by Los Angeles. Westbrook's got his first rebound and will now try to take it over to Saric. Saric looking back in possible shape. Find a pass to Russell Westbrook. Now he finds again to Jamal Murray. Murray swings it over. Saric. Time running down. 3 on the shot clock. And a big stepper drives in for Saric. That'll be his first bucket of the game. 16-11. There's Burns on the tank here for Saric. So there's a possible changing that you have to do for him. Eubanks outside. I'll send over to Coffee. A 3 for Bogdanovic. Got it through. He has a 3-pointer to give it all. And it's now a 16-14 game. Here's Russell Westbrook. He's from outside. We'll send a pass to Murray. Murray pass now finding Westbrook over again to Saric. Saric. Back again to Westbrook. Looks over to Murray. Murray. Pass to Najee. Najee shoots over Eubanks and good. Najee's got his second bucket. 4 points in a game, an 18-14 lead. Well, he did that one all. That's what happened with Najee. He's really been kept up. 3 for Bogdanovic. That's missed off target. That's Russell Westbrook with a rebound. 40 seconds up remaining the shot clock and the game clock as Murray's from outside. Now the pass to Russell Westbrook. Westbrook, good pass again to Saric. Saric over to Najee, trying to get over this. Russell Westbrook over to Ben Simmons. Great D here for Simmons as he stops that one with the shot. Simmons pass to Bogdanovic. Murray on him. Bogdanovic watching the time. 6 to shoot. With a back stepper. And no good. That'll be Saric. And instead of the half-court shot, it's been off target. That's the end of the first quarter. 18-14 to score. It's all for Jamal Murray with 2 alley-oop perfect pass. And we will be right back after this. And if you just tuning in, we welcome you back at Mile High to get started for the second quarter. Alright, the takeover for you guys. What's your possible chance? Well, they really must take things off, but I'd say now that Jamal Murray is a perfect center. Coming out from University of Kentucky, as he really made it an understandable stay. He really did everything. And with his best chance, he does it for all. Exactly. I do the same thing too, like Jamal Murray does, Blue Arrow. We start the second quarter as we have his Watson right toward the center. Then we have his Harden with Coffee. Then it's Powell for small forward. And then in the center is across his Zubac. James Harden. Nicholas Batum sets the screen. He's outside. The pass to Norman Powell. Screen on Batum. Here's the cut. Right toward the middle. And a solid D here by Nikola Jokic. Now here's a chance to pass to Jokic. Here's a drive over Zubac. Rebound by Russell Westbrook. Back to Porter Jr. from outside. He will now send it over to Christian Braun. Right to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. trying to get the time right. Watson up. And that one misses off the target. Jokic with the rebound. Bounce pass. Here's Jokic. Steps around. And the drive makes it in for Jokic. And these guys' third bucket. Porter Jr. with the assist. That'll be number 1. Didn't really start often. I don't know when it changed. That really must take these often. Here's Batum. Sets the screen. A pass. Coffee for 3. And he put back in for his Zubac. He knocks that one down there to make a one-hand jammer. And I really must have made things. That was a little killer. They start things often here for the first half. There's no way to escape. They really have to try to find another way to get right to it if they want to score. Here's Porter Jr. Cut and drive. Good to go. Porter Jr.'s got his second bucket. And then now a 24-16 lead. You know, there have been a better teams here for Denver Nuggets since they really made it all the way through. And by 2017, they just couldn't win in the playoffs by the postseason. They just really didn't have anyone to change it oftenly. You know, there's one of the rookie players like Nikola Jokic. He's definitely starting things often here by 2014 season. And then by 2016, he really has just tried to give it all. He's a Serbian player. I don't know if you all have to mention on that. They really have been changing the whole entire time. Not for anyone who has been out there. I just don't know how they're going to keep on going like they did. They really been kept alive for some better reasons. There's no ever change to that when a Serbian player does it all. After a bucket made by James Harden, he is free for 3. Watson outside. He will now find it over to get a Braun. Braun, pass to Westbrook. Westbrook over Jordan. And a great drive. Makes it in for Russell Westbrook. He's got his first bucket of the night. Really well done. Fucking slayed, Russell. Zubac outside. Sends it over to Norman Powell. Powell with the cut screen. 3 for Batum. That's missed outside. Rebounded up by Braun. He's got his first rebound. Braun looking over. Norman Powell. Russell Westbrook. Setting a bit into the paint. On a drive. And good. Russell Westbrook with 2 more points. He's got 4. Number 4. Just like on a jersey, he really just takes 2 more. Zubac. In center. Now ball's loose, and Porter Jr. steals it. Here comes Jokic. Oh, he just missed it. He just couldn't hold on with his hands, and he just lost that one. That's very about interesting sight. They don't really see what goes in now, but I just don't know how that happened. Well, as an Jokic, he made that one in there. That was kind of bucket in there. Here's Harden right toward outside. The pass to Powell. A 2 for 3. That rules in that. Jokic is with his 4th rebound of the night, and now back the other way he goes. Here's Westbrook right toward wing. The pass over now finding Braun. Braun looks to bounce past to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. up. What a scoop drive. That's for Porter Jr. His 6 points in the game. Timeout on Los Angeles Clippers with 3:32 to go. This one was absolutely amazing. A big skill. Really took out for anything. And you know what happened now? They really say that Nikola Jokic has been one of the best teams. I'm going to say anything for now. He's been really one of the best scoring drafts. I say so too. I mean, he really doesn't have all that much speed that he does for, but it's entirely over by anybody. And let me say this really gives them all with a better chance. Speaking of which, here's for Nikola Jokic. By the last part of the postseason, a couple of postseasons ago, by 2023, you know, it was one of our biggest of the night that he's been showing off from here.
KCP is he's a champion, he's a winner, he knows what to do, he's a professional, he's a vocal, he's tough, so he knows what's his role and he's doing it the best in the world. I think I don't know, but it's not just us, it's them too, you know, they're really good, they're a really good team, they have AD who is playing really well. They have LeBron who is affecting the games in every possible way. Austin Reeves played really well today for them. So you know, Rui played really well for them.
Big stats out there for Nikola Jokic. It's really like all change up, and no matter what happens, he really has shown anything what he just made for. I love his strategy. After a 3-point miss here for Kawhi Leonard, here's Porter Jr. They only had scored nothing here by 2:22 per seconds on a minute as they're trying to look for a bucket score. Oh no, they've just got to need to wake things up again. They can't lose their effort. Gordon, back over the pass with a shot. That rolls in and out. Leonard with a rebound, now back near Irving. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half of the game as Harden takes the 3. And he's got it. That's another 3-pointer for Los Angeles Clippers at 32-24 game. Here's Westbrook. A sending pass over to Grind. Grind pass now finds Porter Jr. Again to Westbrook. Westbrook for a jumper. That's missed again. And it's Leonard with a rebound. Leonard now finds James Harden. On a take, here's a spin. Oh, get off the man! That one gives it over to James Harden with another 2-pointer. Well, they really don't have anyone strapped out already. That James Harden got a little battle on attack against the point guard. Westbrook fades, looks to Gordon. Gordon, drawn for 3. That's missed outside. Only 2 minutes remaining in the first half of the game. James Harden on a speed, looking for a change. And he went out of bounds. That turns over to Nuggets ball. Here's status for Nikola Jokic by the last 13 games. Well, you could say now for Jokic, he's just really been going some great changes. The Joker does pay it off. And when he does for his next generation, he really does offer his better effort. He finds Westbrook right toward outside, and he will now try to give again to Braun. Braun over the shot. Rebounded up by Jar Harden. Harden passes to Simmons. On the alley-oop. Oh, nice take here for Leonard. That goes to James Harden with the assist. Oh, pretty quiet. They really didn't have any stat enough to get that start. Timeout called by Denver Nuggets. They will talk things over with under 90 seconds in the first half. Coming up will be the halftime report, as this will be Ernie Johnson along with Canadian Jet Smith and Shai O'Neal with our biggest of the first half game. With our big start, it's going to be anybody's game. To start things off then between the Battle of LA and Denver of Mile High by the West Coast and in the Mountain region. Be sure to catch all the games here by going on to NBA app. First half is coming up to a close, and then we'll see what happens if there's a second half with the range in to help things out. Halftime show is coming up after this. Folks, if you're looking for your next take here for this one, it's coming to VidCon by the start of our own in 2025 by the summer in Anaheim, California. There's also tickets here for our Jack and Jelly Feet to get yours on its way. By going onto the link, you'll be entering in for a big moment to get the revealing of the Jack and Jelly Feet page right on the surface. The board is nowhere near. But you'll be entering in to get into Anaheim, California. Get your tickets here at vidcon.com. And here's the status right now as we look over the third place of the three-pointers by the All-Star game. They're in second place, 39.9. But I don't really change it often. I'm just really noticing that the three-pointers given a hard change. There's no way to not. They really have to show everything. Porter Jr. outside. He was now going to try to take over to Jamal Murray. Send the bounce pass to Sarge over Simmons. What a take in! That's Sarge with his second bucket. And Jamal Murray with the assist. Great job on the pass for Jamal Murray. He's really been excellent. Here's a take. The three for Harden. Missed opportunity. Simmons couldn't get a rebound and couldn't score it back in. Now Porter Jr. now finds Murray. Murray, the send over now Porter Jr. Now finds Murray. Murray for the two. Rebounded by Porter Jr. And good. That's another take for Porter Jr. That will be his third and 8 points in the game. Well, he didn't really see that one coming out for Porter Jr. as he really made that one startled. Ben Simmons dish over to Leonard. Dunn right to the outside. Dunn. Jones Jr. for three. Off the rim and rebounded by Sarge. This will be his second rebound of the night. Now Sarge looks to Jamal Murray. Murray, the final pass to Porter Jr. Just 10 seconds left in the first half. And he will now try to give to Gordon. Will he get up there? And a foul is on Derek Jones Jr. That'll be his first personal foul and their first team foul for Los Angeles. Oh, I thought they was going to make the buzz beater after him. I don't know what they changed it oftenly, but he really been knocked out. Two free throws coming up for Aaron Gordon with only 3.6 seconds to go in the first half of the game. Is this wild or anything? Well, I say that's not kind of like wild out there. I mean, it's a great start for Denver Nuggets. I mean, they've really been like pressuring in. Gordon misses the first free throw. Now Ben Simmons is checked out as Eubanks is checked in. Harden is checked out as Dunn will be moving it over again to point guard as Bogdanovich is checked in. But he makes the second free throw. Leonard from half court. And that goes off the rim. 37-28 to score. And we have reached halftime. We'll be back with you soon in Mile High after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you soon. Alright, let's check out the first half of the game here. This one was a study for the Nuggets that they have been pushing in. A start for the first half as they rolled in. And it was the Clippers that really dugging things out, but they are trying to find an answer. Alright, let's have it over to you, LJ, for the Nuggets. Well, they're doing so good. I mean, this is what the great takes in. They've really been, like, pushing effort. And over to you, Test about the Clippers.
We need to get back into this one here. They've got to try to find a step-out way to get through this one. If they don't have the right percentage, they don't have anybody to give that one open. Do you think they play better? I don't think so. They're going to need to try to give it over it.
And that's going to wrap it up for the halftime show. Stay tuned, the second half is underway while we go back on the court. See you later, everybody. You've been watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back, everyone, as we're ready to start the third quarter. Second half begins now as we're ready to see what goes on in Mile High. Take a little status here for James Harden as he's definitely made it across the other way to show how it's done. A lot of performance effort in the beer mat. He's been trying to keep it onto it.
Yeah, it's definitely really, perceptible. It just makes a pass of it to make it work.
Here to start scoops here for the third. Murray is with Christian Bride. Then it's Jokic right towards center. Michael Porter Jr. in small forward. And Aaron Gordon in power forward. What a take from Porter Jr. He's got his first bucket to start the second half. It is now over tight for Michael Porter Jr. He's been definitely under pressure. Outside Zubac. Done for three. That one takes it in with a three-pointer as it's now back down by 8. Here's Murray, right toward the other way. He's perfect on the alley-oop pass here for 2 for 2. He's looking for 3 for 3. Can he get it to Gordon? And he lost that one! But he'll have to count it in that time. No, I don't see anything right now. That one just on the rim, and I thought that was a goaltender interference. I thought the Clippers would have challenged that one, but they just couldn't get there. That one was very close. I thought that was not going to work it out. Wow. That was definitely impossible. Nobody has ever seen it. How this was going to happen. I thought there was no challenge to make it successful. Murray's right to in a wing. He will now fire it over to Gordon. Gordon now looks to Murray. Murray looks over now finding Jokic. Jokic. Over Zubac. That's a big D here by Zubac as he holds his rebound. Here's Dunn right toward the wing. Moves around. Tries to get over. Now finding to pass to Leonard. Oh, what a take on that jam. He rolls it around the rim and then goes with an elevated one-hand dunk. Now Murray will decide to try to back it up a bit. He'll now find over to Jokic. Jokic looks over it again to Christian Braun. Braun looks over it again to Murray. Here's another one to Gordon up with a 2. And a solid D by Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard gets another rebound of his game. Powell moving it around. 3-pointer off the mark. Gordon picks up his first rebound. And he'll now send it over to Murray. Screen for Jokic. Here's the finish. Going for the drive. And he counted the one. Look at this, fans. They love this crowd energy. The Murray drive. Well, that's what happens now. They have counted the basket in there. Hey, really just took it over. Not foul. Was nothing what he changed for. A chance for 1-point play. A 44-35 game. One shot coming up with Jamal Murray. That blue aerodynamic that he put in there. My eye is definitely going to push the range up forward. Murray missed the free throw, but he will only take 2 with the throwdown. Harden against Murray. Up with the shot. Oh, Murray denies that shot on James Harden. What a setback. Gordon. Give to Jokic. Jokic holds the ball. Now Murray will try to regroup. Right to Jokic. Jokic. Over to Murray. Murray trying to get over to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Tough shot, but he misses again. Harden now sends it over to Coffee. Coffee, double man on him. Harden for 3. And now misses again. Jokic grabs his 5th rebound with 5 minutes left in the third. Now he will send it over to Murray. Murray looks over again to Russell Westbrook. Westbrook now gives it over again to Murray. Murray passes to Jokic. Jokic swings to Murray. Murray going over to drive, up for 2 over Harden, and that one misses again. Jokic now gets to Murray. Murray sends to Russell Westbrook. Around Leonard, and a great solid take for Russell Westbrook. He's got his 3rd bucket. 45-35, they're on by 10. Didn't think he was able to try to keep it all when he did. That really was a big slapdown. And it's stolen by Jokic. Here they come. Give it over. That pass broken up here by Watson. Didn't get the alley-oop pass successful for Westbrook. And now Coffee right into the wing. And that one's rebounded by Gordon. Right to Jokic. Now Murray will send it over right toward the wing. Deciding to give back to Jokic. Getting out of the paint is Murray. Here's a take. With the finish drive, in this scooping drive for Murray. He has 8 points. Now Coffee hasn't hasn't scored yet in the third quarter. Trying to jump up for the 2, and he didn't get it in time. Now it's Watson. Right toward the wing. As he now tries to give the pass over to Gordon. Gordon delivers it over to Murray. Murray sends it over to Jokic. Jokic swings around. Tries to give over to Watson. Jokic with the screen. Here he goes to Jokic. And that pass went way too early. And now rolls subverted. Here's the pass. Stolen by Murray. Looks it over to Jokic. Slows it down. Now we'll try things again from the outside. Here's the finish. Up it goes, and he's fouled. That'll be Norman Powell's first foul and their second team foul for Los Angeles. 3:03 left to go in the third quarter.
Jamal Murray, 2 shots.
Murray, this is the free throw. Now with some new changes here for Los Angeles Clippers, as 3 players have checked off the court. 3 players are on the court. Jones Jr., Eubanks, and Bogdanovich, along with Simmons, are checked in. 4 players also checked out as well, as Murray moves over to the shooting guard, as Saric and Nagy are checked in. That's good for the second free throw. 3:03 left to go in the third quarter. Trying to get Palmer down, and now the timeout will be given by the Clippers with 3 minutes in. They're just really like on this big standard afterwards. I mean, they really played it up to, and just as you know, they are been on a nominee on the star. We'd like to remind you that the NBA playoffs are presented by Google on 2K Sports is brought to you by Hotels.com. Find your perfect place somewhere. Storylines. And by American Express. Don't live life without it. Here are the coming up games here, as we will have this game number 2. This will be for tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled here for the next part of the game. The 3rd versus 6th seed will start on game number 2. First game starts at 1 p.m. And then the next game will be back at Mile High for the Nuggets and the Clippers. And game number 2, for starting the coverage, starts at 3:30 p.m. Then following along with tonight's game, as you will have, it's the Bucks taking on against the Pacers at 7 p.m. back at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. And finally, with our final game here for tonight, Lakers and Warriors. That will be at Crypto.com Arena beginning at 10 p.m. Don't miss your games here only on Son of Beast. Catch all games here along by visiting to Son of Beast. Here to look at the blocks of the game. They only have 5.1. They are tied up with the Timberwolves here. There's nothing to complain about this one here, but that's a big block. There's no percentage to that. They really have got a lot of spirit. Bogdanovich misses the free throw right toward the ring, and now Watson's got his second rebound. Watson now finds Nagy. Looks to Murray. Murray looks to Nagy. Nagy around Leonard. He'll give it back. Trying to go over it, and he got it. Najee's got another 2-pointer. He's got 6. Well, that's what happened with Nagy. He's really quick on a rebound. He really took it all. Here's Leonard. Big pow on the down throw down. He has another throw down to put. He has 8. Westbrook. Third wing. Try to slow things down a bit. And he's off now to Murray. Murray sends a pass to Russell Westbrook. Westbrook sends it to Saric. Saric around Jones Jr. Good feed by Eubanks as he stops that ball. Jones Jr. is back the arrow way and now sends it over to Simmons. Bogdanovich knocks down a 3. And that will be Ben Simmons with the assist.
This has been a cut down for some reason. They are not really quite fast enough at all. They've got to get over this. Murray, short corner, now finds Scott Westbrook. The team's cut the issue down by 10. And off to Murray. Here's the finish, loses the ball, and he went out of bounds. That goes to Clippers' ball as it's last touched by Najee as he went out of sideline. Here are the rankings for this one. Only a couple points off, opposing range, real goals, kind of tight. Yeah, it's definitely not really an easy choice option. I don't know what's going to keep on going, but they really have to do some better changes. There's no way that they're going to get it over us. They count the bucket and one for Kawhi Leonard, as this will be Watson's first foul and their first team foul for Denver. Now for some new changes here as Porter Jr. is checked back on the court. As right now Murray is on the bench. He'll try to watch it in to make sure he's all good. Yeah, this no way makes a change ultimately, and they really noticing what happened with Najee. He just didn't think he was going to make it. Leonard knocks down for the free throw. Couple plays in action here. It's a 50-43 game. They're down by 7. And now it's Saric right toward the wing. Avoids the spill. Braun's up. Around Bogdanovic is good. Braun has got his first bucket to start off the third quarter. He really took everything. That's just what they did. He really done it all, and nothing stands out the crowd. And here's Saric. We'll send it over to Porter Jr. with only 1 minute left in the third. Now Russell Westbrook will try to lead things out. And back to Porter Jr. Jr. looks over. It's stolen by Leonard. Leonard on a race, trying to get over this, now finding again. Bogdanovic for number 3. That's a nervous here for Los Angeles. Only 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Najee will try to 3, and there is a loose ball foul. That will be on Saric's first personal. And it will be a first team foul for Denver. Now as Nicholas Batum's checked on the court, he'll be checking in for Kawhi Leonard. As Bogdanovic sends it over to small forward. Here's Bogdanovic looking for Simmons to get his another 2-pointer. Off to Batum. Around the corner. That free throw won't take it in for the layup drive for Batum. And now he's over to Saric. Saric rolls it again, now finding Braun. Braun looks to Porter Jr. And he will send it to Westbrook. Westbrook toward the middle on a driving bounding, and he got it through. Russell Westbrook's got 8 points in this game. He is not going anywhere this time. I just really like it when he does it. Three-quarter makes it in for Bogdanovic. And with only Westbrook, can he get the half court? Just off the target. And that will end the third quarter, 54-46. There has been a tightness in the game, but there's only 1 quarter to go. We'll be right back with you soon with our biggest take. 54-46. Be back soon after this. You're watching the NBA playoffs presented by Google on 2K Sports. And let's have a moment round to reveal the State Farm assist of the game. Well, there's a big pressure to take it in here. As for Jamal Murray, he made a great, incredible drive. This one was definitely not even easy. I thought that was definitely a perfect alley-oop, but that one bounced it in, and there was no question how he has done it. Yeah, I thought they were going to challenge him to do it all over again because I thought they wouldn't count it. Three quarters down, 1 more quarter to go. Glad you have us back with us, and we are ready to finish things up here at Mile High for the final of the quarter for Game 1. Here to Carter, as right now he's with Chris Dunn, then Nicholas Batum in power forward. Norman Powell is with Derek Jones Jr. After a steal here by Porter Jr., here's another pass over to Jokic. Another take to Russell Westbrook. Trying to give it over to Jokic. Around Jones Jr. and good. That's another take for Jokic. He's got 10. Russell Westbrook with the assist. He's 5 for 9. Perfect on the percentage. I mean, I will take the credit on that one, dude. That's for Jokic that he's been pulling in with a nice take. Switching sides. Here's another one for Norman Powell and a rebound by Jokic.
Jokic just got a 7th rebound, and now he's back the other way. Well, there's no attack, you're not going to succeed at throw. I mean, this is definitely what happens. They are not doing really well. They just need to get some focus in. Otherwise, they're going to get left out. Porter Jr. Over and Powell. And a great D here. That's for Batum with a great rebound back to Harden. And this will be Denver foul on the reach. That's Braun with his first personal and a first team foul for Denver. Ivica Zubac checking in for Nicholas Batum as he's off the court. And for Nuggets, they're making new changes as Russell Westbrook is checked out and Murray's checked back in. Harden toward corner. The Gordon on him. Dunn, Powell, now finds Jones. Jones Jr. for 3, and he's got it. Ashland takes another 3-pointer for the LA Clippers. 6:35 left to go in the 4th quarter as Murray's back the other way. Will decide to give to Jokic this time. Now Jokic sets the screen. Lobs it up to Jokic. He went short, and he just couldn't get it back again. Harden on Murray. Screen on Zubac. His chance for the 3, no good. Jokic putting his 8th rebound in for the night. And now Murray's right over it. He's going to go after him. Yes, he does. He just finishes off with a drive, and he's got 11. What could ever happen with Jamal Murray? He's just like getting a good corner shoot range. He just really didn't think it was going to ever happen again. Harden against Murray. Here's a take. Fades. The layup, and he puts it in reverse. This will be another 2-pointer for James Harden tonight. He has 14. Now Murray will step along the range. We'll send it over to Jokic. Jokic, back pass to Murray. Murray. Here's the finish, the drive, it's fouled. That'll be on Jones Jr. with his 2nd personal foul. And the first team foul puts in for Los Angeles. Well, Murray's just like keeping on driving. I mean, are you going to ever stop that again? Looks like he's definitely like on a getaway. Murray back at the free throw line. He's shooting another free throws here. That'll be his 6th attempt to get back to the free throw line, shooting 2. Murray missed the first free throw. And now for some new changes here as Kawhi Leonard's checking in for Jones Jr. to get back to the starting 5. I say with the college of his career, he has been playing for us so far. And when I say now that Murray is definitely really on a big start, I've got a great range for him, and he's really been keeping it up that quiet. And for some reason, he was appeared to be getting 36 games in a row. All that happened is 20 points, 5.2 rebounds, and definitely assists on 2.2. 40.8%. That's just crazy enough that he's been like keeping it on you for a second. And definitely the all-freshman team for Jamal Murray, he's really on a big start. It's a big take here for the Canadian player to be called the Blue Arrow. Maybe that's why they really make him go in. And that's a fast break on the pointer that he's making a Blue Arrow to do it all over. Just about 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter as Jokic is on the outside, now finds again Braun. And Braun will now give it to Murray. Murray needs changes here. Running out of time. Gives it to Porter Jr. Around Powell. And rolls it in the rim. Porter Jr.'s got 12. 6 out of 7 from Mizzou. And now Murray got them coming. There's some college players. One from Kentucky and the other one from Mizzou. Harden, what a stupid drive, and he's adding another 2-pointer. That's 16. He's trying to put a bunch of comparisons from the point guard position. I don't know what's going to keep happening now. James Harden, the Bearman, is definitely like putting another point in there. He wants to make it close. Murray sends to Braun. A bounce pass. Still has it. Back to Murray. 7 to shoot. Jokic. Around Vika Zubac. That's another miss by Denver. Zubac grabs another rebound. He will now send it over to Harden. Harden pass to Leonard on the shot. And that's rebounded by Porter Jr. Back to Jokic. Back to Murray. Oh, wide in for Gordon. Oh, wow. looking right toward him to win. How do you like that? Nice big try. What a take. This is another fun favorite to play it up to Gordon on a dunk. Done against Brown, and a foul will be on the defensive free second call on Jokic. And this will be a technical free throws coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden's at the free throw line shooting too. This is definitely what happens with James Harden, as he has really been pulling his pace. And let's say this, James Harden is definitely like not always a big take and you really have to be for it. And because of what happens with his quote, this really makes it a double standing against Fred. I am a system. You know, I'm misinterrupted by the actual highlight. I am a system. I'm in any situation. And I'm going to be good no matter what. That's what happens with James Harden, that he is trying to pull anything what he did. Yeah, but they don't really think it would do for James Harden. He has really given all what his energy does. Now this is definitely a chance to make a win. Murray against Harden, following along with the basket by Kawhi Leonard, 3. Porter Jr. now finds Murray. Here's a dip over pants pass to Jokic. Round Zubats and goes in. Jokic has got 12 points, 6 out of 11 field goals for tonight. After Jamal Murray, here's Harden. This is what they did now. I mean, there's no stopping to this point. Kawhi Leonard up. And Zubats, what a great hit. He pulls it back in with another 2-pointer. Now they cut the digit down by 4. Murray sends to Gordon. Gordon looks again at Murray. Murray bounce passes to Jokic. Back to Bron. Here's another one to Gordon. Gordon. Back to Murray. Murray. Here's Bron for the 2. Another chance rebound for Jokic. Back to Bron. Looks again to Murray. Murray trying to set the screen in. Overhead pass. Gives it over. Porter for 3. It's rebounded again. Second time. Good! Outside. Makes it in for Porter Jr. He's got 14. Another missing 3-pointer. That's for Porter Jr., the veteran. Harden sets it over. Great tee by Jokic. He misses another one. Just 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And Murray, here he goes. And he takes a slam. What a shot range as he has 14. Timeout, Los Angeles. Well, they don't really set it for now. This really given a great range to just pull it off again. How can you feel about that? They've never seen it going. So we have, folks, we have our post-game show coming up for you, and this will be under 2 minutes for the final spare of this game. So with that one, with the end of the first night and a second night, we'll be back again for our second game, as I'll be in a pregame show to show how things often here with our pregame matchups between those two. I'll be starting in for the afternoon game for the pregame, and then the evening game will be Roy Cruz. That will be all these games here by tomorrow, starting at 1 to 3:30. And then the other side of it will be 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. on the other side. This is going to be wild out there, so you won't want to miss that one out with some biggest play actions. Don't miss your chance to watch the next games. Only on Senate Beats. And stay tuned, because this will be the new channel that will be coming out soon on August 2025. You won't want to miss this one here with some gaming excitement to change things up a bit. The next level generation. If we hit 900, it'll be the next level. And now it's time to present your New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray. Blue arrow. A big taker out for Jamal Murray, as he's been able to get accused this one with his own take. This is what happens with Jamal Murray. He's been able to try to finish it off. This is why Blue Arrow is making it good and big and clear. Elliot, awesome. Now checking back in on the court, this will be James Harden and Norman Powell. Both guys are on a starting 5 again. Harden for 2. That's good. Another take in range. And a timeout will be given here for Nuggets. Talking from Hollywood Force, as we've been stopping in for. This is what happens with Tyronn Lue. He's been able to give all the gap desperation, and he's been feeling things off all night. This is where he made his own team to make the quote, "We are not losing. We are not able to stop things again. We have to do this. This is why the stronger team puts in there, guys. Let's make it count." Well, I do not assist anything. They really don't have anybody to tell. And with all that basketball scores, this really what happens to LA Clippers if they need to give this one a better fair chance. They really have to step right into the game and get moving. So both teams have one timeout left to remain. Now the Nuggets are back into the offense zone. Here's Jokic. Here's Russell Westbrook. Without Jamal Murray, he's on the bench. Braun. The pass over to Jokic. Russell Westbrook from the outside. Back to Jokic. Over Zubac. That's good. Another 2 points for Jokic. He's got 14. And Russell Westbrook with the assist. Here's another one. On a chance. Leonard slams it down. After Harden with the assist. And now rolls the other way. Just 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook looks to pass to Porter Jr. Now finds Braun. Braun shows it over. Now finding Jokic. Jokic. Porter Jr. Corner three. That's missed again. Jokic with another rebound. Gives it to Westbrook. Around Harden. Solid D by Harden. Final minute in the fourth quarter. Done. Up for two. And that's missed again. Jokic pulls it back again to Michael Porter Jr. There's no stopping this one. They are losing a lot of time. They just cannot lose their gap. They have to keep moving. Jokic trying to get another 2-pointer here. And a intentional foul will be on Dunn with his second personal. His second team foul puts it in for Los Angeles. Here's a take. And Braun will take the 3-pointer. Missed again. And they're going to have to eventually take the foul. And there you go. That will be Dunn's third foul. And Russell Westbrook is heading to the free throw line, shooting 2. That's it. I mean, that chance for the Clippers, they're not really just getting enough excitement out there. They really just didn't get their comebacks in. Only the Wolves did. But it seemed like there was no stopping to this advantage. Westbrook misses the first free throw. Well, he's definitely alright though, but it seemed like that he's gonna have to try to do it again. And the second free throw is good for Westbrook. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard. 3 for Dunn. That's missed again. And it'll be Dunn. Back to Braun. And over to Porter Jr. Let the shot clock wind down. And this will give over to Braun. Russell Westbrook will close things in. And this will be a violation on Ivica Zubac. And now Jokic will send it over to get the free throw down with one shot. Well, he stayed in too long. I mean, that's a problem. Now that Jokic will take it over. Jokic knocks down a free throw. And now for the final substitution for the Clippers and for the Nuggets. As 3 players are off the court, Dunn, Leonard, and Zubac. And for Jokic, will send it to Gordon. And a crowd showing in just the final seconds. And with that, Braun will finish things here with 3 seconds. This will be a shot clock violation, and this will be one last chance for the Clippers. Final substitution for both teams. James Harden off the court. Ben Simmons on the court. And that should do it. Nuggets start things to knock off strong in the first game. 73-65 is your final score. Now that's a mile high win. What a great And that's what they did now. This is what the comeback happens. It's to Jamal Murray. Let's go down to courtside as we have Ellie LaForce. Hey, Ellie.
Well, Jamal, I know you have a takeover mentality. Tonight you were focused on passing early. Can you talk about that?
The easy way in, but playing the game at the same time. I just want to make sure we ran the court well, get everybody else going because they've been hooping. It's been a great team effort, and it's not just try to do what I can to get everybody going.
Seeing your teammates score is always rewarding. Thanks so much, Jamal.
All right, Ellie, thank you very much. And that about wraps it up. Along with me, Meatphone, along with the other commentators of Wood Spoonian, Silver Spoon, and Ellie LaForce, this has been a presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports of the postseason. Thanks for watching. See you next time. All right, thank you very much, Jeremy Fun. And this was the biggest on the finish. Oh, yes, indeed. This is definitely what anybody does for. And I know Denver Nuggets have been one of the better teams to have it all. Here's how you did with the total statistics. Only 55% for the field goals for Denver, 36 three-pointers for Los Angeles, 50 free throws for Denver. 11 fast break points only happened to be with Los Angeles, 62 points in the paint, 10 for the second chance, 21 bench points, 29 assists, 15 offensive rebounds, 25 defensive rebounds with 9 steals and a block. That goes to Jamal Murray that made that one excellent for the Denver Nuggets with 7 turnovers and 2 team fouls. Only 1 dunk. Made 7 for Los Angeles Clippers and 15 biggest lead with 19-16 time of possession. Well, I gotta say now, that was the last part of a game in Game 1. Yes, indeed. I mean, it all happens with anybody. Vince makes it clear. I'll start things over and we'll make our way down to the line, over to you, to LJ. Of course. Third star player of the game, I'm going to give a great start, to give a great job to James Harden, as he really has it all. But with that one being said here, I've got to say now is that James Harden had made 19 points with 4 rebounds, 5 assists in the game, and only 1 steal was given. There was only 8 out of 12 field goals that he made, and only 2 three-pointers he was able to try to get at all. Just 31 performance effort. The Beardman's definitely changing everything. From the first to third quarter and fourth, it was definitely like tightness. It was never easy at all. Now over to you, Test Tube, for number 2. Well, my take for number 2, I'm going to go with Nikola Jokic. He had 15 points with 14 rebounds and only 2 assists, but it was 7 out of 12 field goals he had made the range. Just 19 performance effort, he was never going to get it done, but I knew that he really done it all. And LJ, you have the number 1. That's right, the number 1 star player of the game of New Balance is Jamal Murray, the Blue Arrow. That gives it over with 1 block, and he just makes a great alley-oop passes. That's 10 in a row for the assist. He has been perfect. He is amazing. 4 steals, 14 points, 2 dunks, 34 performance, 6 out of 9 field goals. He's amazing. You gotta give a credit to Jamal Murray. He has been excellent. Just give it over to Aaron Gordon. He has been the best. And that about wraps it up here, folks. So with that being said, thank you all for watching for tonight's presentation of the NBA playoffs presented by Google on 2K Sports. Tomorrow is going to be our bigger night, so looks like we will be able to do game number 2 with only 4 games to switch it up. It's a randomization to put it in between the picks to picks, so it doesn't matter which one it is. Until then, we'll see you all next time for the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Son of Beast along with my crew of Test Tube and LJ. We thank you for watching. Peace out for a while as the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports Style. And we would like to officially say is thanks for watching and so long in Mile High, Denver, Colorado. Until next time, bye-bye.
If you don't, somebody will.